Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we can create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time and share them with you. And today, we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline set in our very own Villanara campaign setting. It is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition, where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. I do also have my assistant, GM Max here, who is probably going to be a menace at some point. Don't be alarmed if you see a paw of gray and white. And now we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes before they embark on another exciting tale of, well, they've got their new magic items, so maybe it's just going to be an exciting tale. And we'll begin with an introduction for Frista. Oh, did we lose Frista already?
Shay, you're muted just in case.
We will come back to Frisa. Let's get an introduction for Tala.
Oh, crap. Hi, I'm Ridian, and I play Tala, who is a cleric, Turtle. She grew up as a hermit and is now trying to survive in the, quote unquote, real world with help from her friends and, trying to not get into trouble. She's back in town and, she's glad to be with her plant friends, but she's kind of anxious to get going over to Andy's place because she's worried about her.
All right. Next up for our introductions, let's learn about Andy.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I play Andy Quickfoot. She is a Lightfoot halfling bar whiz who loves food. She wears a red vest with gold fringe, and she typically has her hair up in a bun. She loves to play her family drum and flute along with her new violin. Her familiar's name is Perry, and he's currently in weasel form. And she is terrified of trees. And she originally left her home to look for her brother Beck.
And then let's circle back if we've got Frista. Seems like we are still missing Frista for introductions. It's okay. We've got our session ahead of us. You've done quite a bit. And well, you've made it back to Wintervale and are preparing for some new adventures on the horizon. What exactly do we see as we enter into our session? What are you doing? What preparations are you making? Are you thinking about what is ahead of you in your journeys? What is behind you? What might be waiting? What's going on?
Tala would like to No, Radiant would like to remind Lexi about the tooth. Claw.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, do you want to explain what Tala's doing? No, I can do it.
Yeah, sure. I think, now that she's back home, she takes a look at her plants in her bedroom and in her greenhouse, make sure that everything looks good, and the stuff that she and Charmander had set up have worked well. If she needs to make any adjustments, she does. Um, and she usually casts. Well, she's here for several days, right?
Yeah, I believe you said that you guys were going
Yeah,
to spend a few days here, a week in Rendering, and then head out.
great. I would like to cast Speak with Plant and just make sure that they're happy. Um, and if they saw anything interesting or whatever. And then she goes over to the library to read more about scary trees or cursed trees to see if there's anything there. Um, and does she do anything else? And then she just knits. That's it. Oh, she is kind of like nervous, anxious, and yet excited about the whole possibility of visiting Andy's home because she gets to meet her family and stuff like that. But she's also worried about what may be going on over there. That's it.
Fun. Yeah. Andy's been very busy. What was Andy doing? She was getting armor and stuff. Oh, and she's gonna give the history books back to Delwyn that she borrowed, saying like, "Thanks, I don't need these anymore."
Okay.
Puts them back probably in the wrong spots, or maybe gives them to an attendant. Could I go pick up the armor that I ordered?
Yeah. You can definitely
Lovely.
do
I
that.
love spending $450 on armor or gold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You get armor with little fishies on it, though.
It's true. I do get the little fishies. Okay. I guess I'll put that on. And then could I find someone to so I got this giant, well, not giant. I got this halfling sized dragon lich, Draco lich talon
Yes.
that I could make a statue out of myself with.
You could.
But I'd like to go ask someone who could work on it to either talk to him about either making armor or a weapon or some other cool thing that I haven't thought of out of it.
Okay. Why don't you give me a investigation to see if you can find someone who'd be able to work with this.
Okay, 16.
16. You are able to find in the market district, sort of away from the main road, sort of buried in some of the alleyways, there is a tinkerer shop. It seems to have the outfittings of a blacksmith, but also seems to be working with materials that aren't quite metal. And it is run by a single figure. You see, they are perhaps a little taller than you. Very goblinoid-like features, but sturdier, stockier. And as they look at you, red, frizzy hair kind of pulled back away from their face for crafting. Work?
Yes. Hi.
Hey.
I have this talent, and I'm imagining like Andy's just been lugging it around forever. Drops it on the floor, and I don't know what to do with it. What can you do with it?
As the Smith kind of pauses in their work, comes over to look at it. What do you want?
Well, could I make some armor out of it, or a weapon of some kind? And like I'll pull out a rapier, like something like this, or is there something else that would be cool?
Weapon would be easiest. Armor would be weak unless enchanted.
Okay. Anything else cool that you can think of?
I could make 2 weapons.
Oh yeah.
It would be 2 swords. Or smaller. Or 1 larger weapon. Or you could make a flower vase.
I will pass on the flower vase, thanks though. Yeah, if you could maybe could you make a rapier out of it? Or 2?
I could make 2. Plenty of material.
Could you make some daggers as well?
2 rapiers and a dagger. Too much trying to pull from the materials. You'll have the blades splinter, become weak.
That would be bad, very bad, unless it happened in a good way. Okay, yeah. How long do you think that would take? Slash, how much do you think it would cost?
As the goblinoid looks over. I can say for 100 gold, I can make 2 rapiers and a dagger out of this. And I can do it 3 days.
Oh, excellent. Lovely. Okay, have fun. I'll kind of shove it like 2 inches towards him.
Wait. Deposit.
Yes, I have 50 gold.
I'll take it.
Great. I now have no money.
All right.
Thanks.
You get a receipt and a stub to bring back. You can see that where the smith has signed it, the smith's name is Convin. I can get a spelling for you on that.
Sure.
And yeah, so you've got this 50 gold deposit down on your 100 gold ticket.
Lovely. Can I ask Convin something?
Yep.
So, Convin, I'm assuming I'm saying this right. Do you take apprentices? Looks like you're an artificer. Looking for a friend?
She kind of gives you a look up and down, and Convin works alone.
Okay, just asking. Okay, adios. Happy smithing. Or artificing or something. Could I go sell my chain shirt? I don't want to
Yes.
give another used armor to Terry. Great. Just get half back? Is that how this typically works?
Yeah, we'll say you get half back.
Lovely. Okay.
You no longer have no money.
Great. I have 25 gold. And then if Tala would lend the poor bard some cash, I would spend more time copying spells into my spellbook. But
Oh,
otherwise,
absolutely. Here is 250 gold.
oh lord, thank you, Tala. You're lovely.
You're welcome.
Guys,
Uh,
we have a group fund. I also don't buy anything. I literally have 1,600 gold to my
Oh my
name within the group
God.
fund. There's more
think-
money in my pocket than in the group fund.
I think I'll be good with the 250 for now. It'll be. I did math. That's plenty. But yeah, otherwise, I'll just mark up copying spellbooks and worrying about family. Generally speaking, because cousin's having a kid, and then my grandma hates me, and then there's a tree that scarred me for life, like literally as a child. All happy together, and then my brother who left, who's now coming back, and the whole community hates his guts. So that'd be good. Oh, and he has a bounty on his head. So all good things. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's why we're spending lots of money. That's Andy's coping mechanism.
I thought food was your coping mechanism.
Well, both, right? You gotta have like more than one. Spread it
Fair.
out a little bit.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything? You can do stuff together as well.
I need to do some community service.
Oh.
That and making some identification for Ray's twin, May. And also with the book that I got from Hala a while ago about the frozen thingy. Just reading that. And that's really all my time.
I believe that Ray was going to try and reach out to perhaps old contacts to see if there's any way that you could get a transportation via teleport to Renderin. I believe that was something that was talked about.
Yeah.
It was talked about, but then I think I brought up, okay, with her being a prisoner or criminal, do we want to go out to her old contacts?
There might be one person who may or may not help.
Oh, okay.
Do it. Do it, Ray.
Oh god. I suppose.
Now the question is, does Ray attempt to make this meeting by herself, or would Ray have friends with her?
Oh god. That's a tough one. Maybe I'll bring like one person along. If somebody wants to.
Okay, I think all of us want to, but who would you feel most comfortable with? Would it be Shay because she's making your ID?
I feel like either
Andy because she can detect thoughts just in case?
Take Freesta.
you really want Freesta to go?
I'm just saying that I think that might be or Tala. I think either of them would be more entertaining than Andy.
Not the wizard pal?
Ah.
SMH. Alright.
We could roll a die for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll die.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Dice gods.
We will we'll have I'll make it easy. Right, roll me a d6, please.
Oh god.
That's Dice God saying Andy.
Oh!
Okay, fine.
It was fate.
Wizards
Yeah,
stick
definitely
together.
technots, but
So
I-
true.
yep, wizard buddies for life, I guess.
Come on, we gotta be nerds together.
Yeah, I gotta express my inner nerdiness. I haven't done that.
Yeah,
For a bit.
come on.
I'll take my spell scrolls and try and like work on them as we go to like even practice it even more. And you can like correct me on like spellings and things. Just
Yeah,
probably
yeah. Let's do that. Sounds great. What the heck?
So, as Ray and Andy will set off to the Mages Guild, you are able to get inside with very little issue. Most people seem to recognize that you have some arcane capabilities and talents, and aren't really questioning too much. You do get a few looks and glances at you, but Ray, why don't you roll for me a investigation or perception check?
Oh, what?
You had seen her here before. You know that she's at least been in the guild. But as you look around, you don't quite see anyone matching her description. The half-elf, tanned skin. Until you hear a cough behind the two of you. She's shorter than you, Ray. She always has been. But the silver gold gray eyes are narrowed. Her lips pursed. She looks between you and your companion, Andy. If we're going to have a conversation, perhaps we do so not in the middle of everything?
right. Hi. Let's, we can... Yeah.
Follow me. And she turns quickly on her heel and begins moving to a private chamber just off of the main floor. The two of you, as soon as you enter in, the door closes behind you, and there is this wave of arcana over top of it. And what are you doing here? You're supposed to be banished.
Yeah, about that. I kinda... You know, not anymore?
Well, I can see that. You're just waltzing in here, trapezing around as if you don't... And she pinches the bridge of her nose. Are you insane? If you're caught here, you're going to be sent right back off. That's how this works.
I mean... But if I don't get caught...
The eyes narrow around. Are you expecting me not to report you?
I mean, you know, the whole thing kind of happened, and I didn't notice like some things that happened. There were some things that were messed with that I did not really recognize within the set that I've that I did with my potions and stuff. I don't know, because I feel like they were tampered with. I don't know if somebody else did it, or maybe I just grabbed the wrong thing, or because I feel like there's something to say about that, and I don't. I didn't mean to make a huge explosion, and it, it just happened so fast. I couldn't really explain it. You know what I mean?
Andy, what are you doing during all of this since you're kind of witnessing?
Andy is like torn between gleeful gaining of knowledge and horror, and then touched with a little bit of like, wow. So this is other people get really irritated at other people. It's not just me and my grandma Stefania who gets disappointed in me. Wow. Well, she's just enjoying herself, more generally speaking, but all those things.
Okay. Let me just do a little DM snooping here real quick. Yes, Max, I can hear you. I'm sure everyone else can too.
Heard a little meow going
Yeah.
on.
Tell Max I said hi.
Max, people are saying hi to you.
Not just people.
Yeah.
Adorable. Big Ray.
Alright, so... Oh yeah, Andy definitely spots this. And Ray would spot this too. As Ray brings up the idea of the potions being tampered with, this half-elf, her face gets tight for a moment, and her cheeks begin to flush. Andy, you can read a little bit more into it. There seems to be some sort of embarrassment there. But
Oh, like embarrassment in what way, Faye?
would you like to try and glean more information?
I would.
Okay,
Yes.
how do you do that?
Wait, Anna, do I have permission to do detect thoughts on your mentor? I don't want to do it without you say so.
I don't think this is the mentor, right?
This is not your mentor.
No.
Oh,
But yeah,
right.
you can do detect thoughts.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to subtle cast detect thoughts because I can flex my sorcery stuff now.
I think it would be pretty fun.
Hell yeah. So the immediate thoughts here. So without pressing in, all surface thoughts of, why is Ray here? Oh, please don't bring up the potion incident. She's still very cute.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
That's not what Andy was expecting.
I kind of choked.
I'll be drinking tea. Okay, yeah, Andy, like with the base detect thoughts going, she'll just kind of poke herself into the conversation just briefly and go, "Hi, nice to meet you. I have no idea what your name is. I'm Andy, but question for you. Do you like making potions? I don't know.
Ray just kind of looks at Andy like,
Yeah. What the hell?
Um,
Yeah. Question? Potions? Ugh,
sorry.
for no reason
My
whatsoever.
my name's Valissa. Didn't mean to be so rude. I don't care for making potions. No, I've never had the mind for it.
Oh yeah? What if
And
the thoughts say?
and you hear in the thoughts of it's not even really like it's a replaying of a memory of Valissa in a smaller laboratory, just grabbing things and putting them into a concoction that was already being made.
Oh really? Is Ray's name blasted over the front of this laboratory?
You don't see anything that screams Ray's name, no.
Sad. Um, does anything in this memory image that I'm seeing refute the idea that Valissa messed up Ray's potions?
Roll me either Arcana or Insight.
Okay. Insight it is. Nope. Well, okay, 14.
The memory very much shows Felissa grabbing things at random and not really being confident in what she's doing. So she's probably right in the fact that she doesn't really have a mind for making potions. And given her previous don't bring up the potion incident, maybe she's got a little bit of information there.
Okay, I'll give like a kind of a sidelong look at Ray and kind of like try and convey information, but I don't even know what Andy's trying to do. She's like, I got this, kind of, not really. Um, um, uh, hmm. Why not? I'd love to learn more about making potions. Why don't you like making potions?
If you want to learn potion making, out of the two mages in this room, it seems you're already traveling with one who's more experienced. Though she does tend to make a mess.
Oh yeah, have you ever made a giant mess? I mean, obviously you haven't been like arrested and banished, haha. But like,
Her face is like entirely red as you start talking about making messes. No, I wouldn't do anything like that. I would never try to ruin the name and reputation of our mentor in such a way.
oh yeah, does the tech bots agree with that?
There is just there is truth to what she says on not wanting to bring any sort of
Sure.
ruin to their mentor's name, but in the form of the mess, there's a lot of guilt of I did it and it got out of hand.
Yeah, sure, okay. Shocker. Yeah, Andy kind of has this like kind of triumphant smile on her face. As well, certainly we've all done things we regret. And if you want to ever apologize, today is always a good day for it, don't you think?
I want you to roll me an intimidation check, please.
Great, I will. Do I have advantage?
I'm going to say no, because you haven't played any cards, but you are hitting things that might be...
Great, 25.
Valissa narrows her eyes at you, Andy. And it's like a calculating look. Like she's... before she turns to Ray and the look kind of softens. There's still some harshness there, but it reminds you of when the two of you were studying together, that almost competitiveness. I guess an apology is in order. I bumped into your table and some foreign ingredients got into the potion, and I panicked and everything sort of got out of hand. So I'm sorry, Ray. She kind of looks away during half of that apology, not making eye contact.
Can Ray do like a little insight or
Yeah.
something? Like, see if, you know.
Roll me an insight check.
Alright.
Her apology is not entirely genuine. There seems to be some information that she is withholding, but portions of it do ring true. You had long assumed that there had been some sort of foreign entities based in the potion that you were creating that caused it to be as volatile as it was. And you do recall that she was the one to raise the alarm to the guards and everything like that. So a panic situation, not far out of claim, but there's definitely more than what she's saying to this.
Okay. I think Ray's just happy for a little bit of like closure, like a little confirmation to what was like held in her mind. I think Ray would accept a little bit of the apology, be like, you know, all right. Well, if you you know, if you apologize that you had some form of the incident on your part, that's all I really needed to hear, I suppose. That it wasn't totally something that I messed up, and hopefully something can get somewhat squared away with this incident. Especially since if I do happen to get caught, maybe we can come up with something that won't entirely ruin everything, especially for our mentor.
And Valissa will nod. Well, you came here for a reason. You're smart, Ray. You wouldn't just waltz in here with what has happened, so what do you want?
Yeah, wait, out of character, sorry. We needed something for travel, right? Is that what?
Yeah, you were looking to see if you could get a transportation from Wintervale to Renderin.
Okay. And are we technically looking for my mentor at this point? Probably.
You could try with your mentor. You could ask if Valissa, because, I mean, you don't know what she's been doing in the time that you've been,
Okay.
exiled.
She might be away from him at the moment too, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright. Me and my group of friends were trying to travel a little bit of a far distance. So we need some way to like fast travel with magic or something, or if there's a way. that you know anybody, or maybe our mentor could possibly help us get to that place. If you think, I don't know.
You see where Velissa, she's chewing the inside of her cheek as she thinks. He's out on business currently. I've been left here for an extended period until he returns. However, I may be able to make some arrangements. The Mages Guild here has a permanent circle. I can see what can be done. Is there a place that I can send correspondence to where you're staying at?
Ray kind of just looks at Andy.
Yes. And like in a flourishing way, Andy will like wait, do I have shoot. I forget what my new spells are. Oh, I can do minor illusion. Do like minor illusion with like the words spelled out with like where we are at Delwyn's Stravengar's estate with like the address and stuff and like postal code and whatever. Ta-da!
Impressive.
Maybe a little map insert. Yeah.
She'll pull out a spell book and take notes, and then closes it and puts it away.
Lovely. Yeah, and please don't send us any notes that will then lead us into an ambush in a library, because that's been done before and it's very cliche. Thanks. Appreciate it.
If I was to lead you into an ambush, I wouldn't want to endanger the books.
Well, here's the thing. I've already read like 3 of the books in that library, so we're good. All the important ones.
All the smart ones.
No, that's Reese's department. I only look at the
So
Oh no, probably not those. Anyway.
with that, it seems that your teleportation and a rekindled friendship was handled in one go.
Yay.
And it seems that Velissa will reach out to you with further developments after she has done her work.
I will be giving Ray like the raised eyebrow looks all the way back to the estate.
With Ray's passive insight and perception, you'd definitely be able to see the expression on Andy's face.
I think Ray's just kind of like a blushing mess the whole time.
Excellent.
Whether from embarrassment of the whole incident thing, or just all the awkwardness that happened back then.
So, you make it back to the Stravengar estate after that, and can give an update to Tala and Frista.
Yep. Ray's a pyromaniac, but not on purpose.
What the?
Sometimes.
Who
What
knows
does
that
that
you?
mean?
Andy will use minor illusion because she thought of it already. Like she'll like explosions. Ray, with Velissa's help. Explosions
You blew
all
something
over the
up?
place.
I like explosions.
Oh, you
But
did
just
it on
not-
purpose.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I'm confused.
I will say that Frista, Tala, Andy mentioned the name Velissa, That is the first time you're hearing that name.
Who is Felissa?
Is she hot?
Yeah, the explosions will have little hearts in them.
Felicia's my one. She was one of my classmates under my mentor, and yes, she's pretty hot.
Thank you.
She's your ex?
No.
Not yet.
What?
No.
What? Hold on. Wait.
Sorry, I'll shut up now. You were saying.
From what I'm getting, she was your classmate, not
Uh-huh.
your ex, and there was an explosion of hearts.
The heart thing. What happened with the heart thing?
Andy, she's like, that was entirely artistic freedom or whatever. There's a term though.
Artistic liberties.
That one. Ignore it, solid. Pretend it never
Okay.
happened. Like we're
Can
throwing
you
the
start
tangerine
from
in the
the
trash.
beginning? You went to see Valessa, who was your ex-classmate. Was she surprised to see you because you're supposed to be in prison?
Very. I think. I don't know.
She seemed not so much surprised, but upset at the beginning, and then of course there were a whole roller coaster of emotions in that room.
So she didn't turn you in. That's good.
Not yet.
Okay, so was there an explosion of any kind?
Yes, but it has been confirmed that it was not my fault. Not entirely.
I
I
find
mean,
that hard to believe.
what? I'm sorry, I have a very explosive. But that one was not my fault.
Sure.
Did the explosion cause any damage or harm?
The
Who
only
died?
no lasting harm. Most of the damage was contained to your mentorship.
Is this the reason why you ended up in prison?
Ray knows the answer to that.
Is the silence from Ray or is the silence from Anna? Oh wow!
Hello? Anybody home?
Did Ray faint?
There's the fumes from her paint because Anna's painting her room. It just got to her and she's passed out.
That with the dentistry stuff, yeah, totally.
Hey, are you there?
It might be Discord updating too. They had like a few updates recently.
Okay, so she's not ignoring me.
Yeah, I think it's just tech issues.
This is like one of those really, really bad time for her Discord to go
Yeah. Yeah.
effed up. So meanwhile, while Ray is dealing with that, Andy. So tell me what happened. Your
Andy'll just like do the whole like jazz hands to the minor illusion of explosions in art. Ta-da!
I mean, you
That's
do
what happened.
have that fancy new spell of yours.
Which one? There's so many.
The encode thoughts. You can show it to people, literally.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, I'll do that just for showmanship, really. So I guess I'll show kind of like the scene. Does this do like audio and video, or is it purely a visual experience?
Let me pull up the spell.
Okay. Well, if not, Andy will narrate it.
Yeah, I'll say it's audiovisual.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so she'll do encode thoughts for the first time in her entire young life, and I pull a thought bubble or whatever, and then it'll go into the drum, and the water will ripple, and
Now,
ta-da!
with this, you will only be able to show what happened in the room. You would not be able to use the
Yeah.
for the memories that you read of Velissa, but the rest of you would be able to see, of course, the memory of the tense conversation, the flushing of Velissa's face, the intimidation into an apology.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like it's a concentration, so in the background I can have minor illusion.
With more explosions of little hearts, yes.
Okay, yeah.
First of all, she's cute.
Yeah.
Second
Yes.
of all, she messed up with. Okay, I don't understand. If she messed up with your potion, even if it was an accident, why didn't she say, "Hey, it wasn't her fault"?
Maybe she was jealous. Maybe that's why she messed with it in the first place.
So she set her up.
Might be.
Well, from what you guys saw, you don't have the visuals of her tampering. You only have her apology where she admits to bumping in and causing foreign items to go and then panicking.
She's not a good person. I understand panicking, but why didn't she tell the truth?
It's a mystery.
It's intriguing.
Did we get the teleportation?
Not yet. She's looking into it for us. And she knows where we are. So if we get
How does she
stabbed
know
in the
where
night,
we are?
I will do the whole jazz hands and the minor illusion of like the sparkly text of where we are with the insert map.
You are having too much
You
fun.
trust her with that
Yeah,
information?
way too much fun.
I look over to Vista and kind of whisper, "What is it? Why is she doing that with her fingers? Is that a
It's a
clue?"
somatic component.
Let people enjoy things, Tala. Jeez.
Oh, okay. But what does it mean anything?
Yes,
It's
it means
somatic.
everything.
So,
Okay.
as you guys have been sort of caught up to date on what happened with the wizard buddies, we are gonna have our first ad break here. So stick around with us. We'll be right back to continue our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen. And then in our chat room, donations unlock awesome perks to the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So stick around with us. We'll be right back. All right, we are back in action, and what happens on break stays on break. That is a reminder.
Spanish Photoshop.
No. So you have started your process of getting ready for your next portion of the adventures ahead of you. You've gotten armor. You're looking at perhaps teleportations to Renverin, and as you are as you've gotten a update on that from Andy and from what's it called? Ray. Is there anything else you do on that day?
Ray,
Um,
hi.
hi.
So, I've been working on some things.
Wait,
Okay,
we need to go
okay.
back to the conversation.
The paint fumes?
No. So, Ray, was the explosion? Did the explosion? Okay, explosion didn't cause any harm or bodily harm or physical damage. Was that the reason why you went to prison?
Yeah, it did a good bunch of, like, I mean, I guess damage to the area around it, but no,
Yeah,
lasting.
it was mostly physical damage to the ship. There was some
A
minor
ship.
there was some minor bodily damage, but nothing terribly severe. Most of
Okay.
people were on the way to recovery by the time that your sentencing had happened.
So here is the question: like, if nobody was killed, but there was damage to people, well, people got hurt, and then there was a damage to a ship. Is that a bad enough crime to be banished to an island instead of being housed in a prison on land?
Honestly, I'll be real with you, I have no idea.
Friesta in Lorcan? Lachlan? No, Lorcan.
Yeah, Lachlan.
I'm gonna be honest with you, listening in, what it sounds like is that Ray here got dealt a shit hand and trumped up charges. It can happen to any poor sod.
It can? It can happen to me?
Yeah, someone don't like you and has enough connections, you could be put on trial and everyone finds you guilty for something that you ain't even know about.
Oh. What kind of society is this? Okay, we need to be nice to Captain Aldrich.
I'm sorry.
Well, if somebody wants to go ahead and if I made them mad and then they have the connections and send me to prison, maybe Captain Aldrich can say, no, she's not that bad.
I
Mhm.
might have, ruined that for all of us. But that's neither here nor there.
I thought he forgave you if you do the community service.
I don't think that is a personal I forgive you. I think that is just the law.
Oh, wait, isn't there a law? Okay, I don't want to go to this. So does if so we just found out that it wasn't all your fault. There was an accident, but the person didn't speak up and said, "Oh, that was that part of the accident was my fault." This Blessa sounds like not a good person. And then the second thing is, what did your mentor say? Was okay, ship. Did that belong to your mentor?
Yes, the ship did belong to my mentor.
Were you guys on like sailing or were you in port?
I'd say we were in port, right?
Yeah, this happened while you were in port. That's why you had the
Yeah.
trial here.
Yeah, we were in port.
Okay, and was he one of the injured?
He was not.
Or she? Or they? Okay. And what was he really upset?
Yeah, I'd say he was pretty upset, but uh, I have a feeling, I don't know if he knows any part of the story but I'm sure
There was
he knows something.
miscommunication.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like your mentor that's really overly upset had the connections and sent you to prison because you damaged his ship.
No, I mean, I don't think my mentor would have been the one to want to send me to the
Do you
prison.
want to reach out to your mentor and say, hey, it wasn't all my fault, that was an accident?
I think we'll probably hold off on that,
Okay.
especially because right now it sounded like he was in the middle of
Mhm.
business, and I don't want to
Mhm.
Okay.
mess with that.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe we'll see him at some point soon.
Okay.
You know,
How do you feel?
a little relieved, a little upset, but kind of I'm just glad I got some sort of confirmation that it wasn't just me that messed up on that whole thing, or I guess at all. Maybe there was some way I could have checked some of the contents, but there was no pure way with like how it's liquid and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you found out and there's some relief.
Yeah, and hopefully if I do happen to get caught, maybe we can come up with something. Contact
Will
Al.
she speak up and say, "Oh, it was all my mistake"?
That I'm not too sure of, but I'm sure there'll be I feel like she would say a little bit of something about the matter.
Okay. Now, Andy is a witness when she said, "Oh, I made it. It was an accident," so she can go say, "Oh, it was an accident." Okay. I mean, I'm glad. That's it for my questions now. For now. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyways, Frista, there was something you were saying about the identity thing, right?
Oh, yes. So, you gave me something. I thought maybe we start small, and I just to make the identity of a fake twin believable, I came up with some fake IDs, and Frista just like drops like a small bag on a table, and you hear like a loud thud. So, what
Small
we have
bag.
here, a small bag. What we have here for May, the twin to Ray. I don't have much about the how she like looks in terms of what she wears or her
Mhm.
personality, but what we do have is a noodling license, a fantasy Costco card, divorce papers,
What?
a restraining order, an ID for ownership of an ostrich, a tax exemption form, a homeowners association notice, a jury duty summons, a crystal ball repair warranty, which excludes accidental damage, by the way, and a birth certificate. You're welcome.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
Thank you.
You are so
how
welcome.
did you get this? How do you get all this? And what's
I
with the
don't sleep.
did you just also say a fantasy Costco card?
Yes, I'll send you the list. I'll go over it again very quickly. A noodling license, fantasy Costco card, divorce papers, restraining order, ownership of an ostrich, a tax exemption form, homeowners association notice, jury duty summons, crystal ball repair warranty, which excludes accidental damage, and a birth certificate.
Question, who is the restraining order for?
Yes.
You know what? I've kind of left it blank. I think we can, make it a wee bit more. It's quite vague, so we can build
So
on it.
it wasn't a restraining order against her.
Oh, it should be though.
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
You
I
have the
think-
restraining order someone put against you. That is god tier. I love it.
Divorce papers. What
Yes.
was their
Yo, wait,
name
who am I
on the-
divorced?
Yeah, who's the other party?
Again, this is just this is just some fake IDs
Okay.
just to make May a believable person. We can build on
Mhm.
it and we can build this character together. Make it
Okay.
I love
Just
it
don't
so
tell
much.
just don't tell Dio that you were married before it's fine.
It wasn't me. It was May.
Yeah, but will you
There's
tell
an I in
Dio
there.
that you're Ray or May?
So you first
good
met
question.
my twin sister. I'm sorry about that. She's a little crazy. But I'm Ray. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, let's go with that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Maybe the divorce papers can be freestyle.
I mean,
I mean,
I need to think about the logistics of this. Sure, I'm divorced.
yeah.
I just put my signature and like the other party bit at the bottom.
Yeah, do you put down freestyle or poly?
Oh, Polly, that's a
Ooh.
great idea, Tala. This is why we keep you around, and I give a little pat on the head. Polly and May are divorced. I am going to have so much fun with these. Writing some fan fiction.
Ooh,
God,
spicy.
I love it.
It's just that really bad smart novel I got from the library, but I change all the names to be Polly and May.
Oh my god.
Certainty of the Duchess.
I love it.
Oh, that's my good deed for the year.
Wait, so we have crystal ball repairs. Oh my god.
It excludes accidental damage.
But why?
Because it doesn't include accidental damage. I don't know. I do make the IDs actually. Never mind.
Hold on, maybe we can change that real quick.
I didn't make the warranty. I just thought of it and wrote it down on a bit of paper.
It seems believable enough.
You're believable enough.
What?
Sorry.
But I wanted to be somebody's voice. Maybe I'll be Andy's because Andy keeps, disappearing on us.
Oh my goodness.
That
Voice of
disappearing
what?
act- What? What? The voices in your walls.
I'm in the woods.
Good. Are they made of wood?
Depends. Depends what the voice wants.
The voices.
Lovely. Oh shoot. Oh, Faye. Can Andy go pick up the weapons?
Sure. Andy, you pick up the weapons. Do you go by yourself?
Well, if anyone wants to join me, they're welcome to. I'll go by myself.
Okay.
Do you want somebody to join you?
Sure, come on, Ray, let's go.
Alright.
Wizard
love
buddies
weapons.
again.
Yeah.
It's just... Oh my
I mean,
god.
if Andy had to come with Ray, Ray goes with Andy.
I've got ideas percolating.
Oh god. Get me up.
So, yeah, Andy, Ray, you guys make it out to the market district. You approach Convin's workshop, and the goblinoid is there at work, and looks up. Moment. And we'll continue whatever project is in front of Convin before moving to grab the bundle, and as it's unwrapped, you see it's exquisite work. The it almost seems to be bone throughout and then reinforced with leather on the hilt and grip, as well as metal in the handguard for the weapons. And weapons.
Wow. They're amazing. Very cool. Mm-hmm. And she'll like pull out the 50 gold that she owes Corvin and like put 5 extra on it and give it. Say thank you.
Oh, what even is that thought, Lexi?
What?
Caffeinated Costco chicken.
They don't make sense when I have coffee, so I figured might as well add it to. And it's 3 C's.
No,
C,
I
C,
like
C.
it. I see where that came from, but like, I don't know why I'm thinking caffeinated is equated to carbonated in this scenario, but it is. Like
Ooh.
spicy chicken, but it's spicy in the meme sense and not actual spicy. But yeah, 55 to Convin, and she'll take it. And you've got 3 dragonbone weapons.
Great. Mechanically, what are they? Rapiers?
You've got 2 rapiers and a dagger. They don't have any mechanical bonuses as of yet, but Convin will explain that they are, due to the material, easily enchantable.
Interesting. Where might one enchant such objects? Asking for a friend, obviously.
You could always talk to Niall, who has the magic weapon store. He might know some enchanters. Or you could talk to Athenril, who is the enchanter that you were directed to by Delwyn.
Oh. I don't know. Ray, do you have an opinion? I don't remember much about either of these characters, to be honest.
I don't either.
Okay,
Rail
cool.
had the shop, right? Where we picked up the ring of messages.
Yeah, sure, let's go there. Maybe we can get more rings of message because we've misplaced some of those rings of message.
We have 4.
Had.
Yeah, we had. I don't think we still have that many. We
I know I
at least
lost one.
You lost.
Yeah.
You started out
Maybe
with
2.
6, and you lost 2.
Right. Okay, so we have 4.
2
Yeah,
is a
let's go
lot.
over there. Because that would be funny. Yo, you know that thing you gave us? Yeah, we lost it. I don't know where it is. Mm-hmm.
Well, you sold us.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can make it to Athenril shop. The changeling is there, dressed flamboyantly. Sorry, Twitch chat is killing me. So when you enter in the sort of ding of the shop, Athenril. Oh, hello.
Hi. Ciao. We have weapons that we want to enchant. Could you do it,
Well,
please?
it depends on the enchantment, but yes, I'm quite adept at such magics.
Lovely. I have no idea. Ray and I, friend Ray with me, who's taller than me. We're wizards, kind of. I play it on the weekends and on TV, but I don't know anything at all about enchanting magic. I'm more of a like detect thoughts kind of a thing, and like Ray is really good at blowing stuff up. So between us, there's no overlap in the Venn diagram of where enchanting is. So hoping we can get outside expertise in that field.
That would be very nice.
Well, darlings, I am well versed in enchantments.
Great.
Are you looking for a enchantment difference upon each of these, or a similar enchantment across the board?
I mean, different sounds fun. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Variety is nice.
Yeah. A little kooky anyway, so might as well imbue it into this random Dracolich claw weapon that we got. All three of them.
Very intriguing. And his eyes kind of now travel across the weapons. I could take some time to give you something very interesting, enchantment-wise. Would you mind leaving these with me while I do so?
Sure. Yep.
Very well then. And you are under the patronage of Stravengar House, yes?
Yes. Jazz hands. Words appear.
And with a nod, he just makes a note. It might be some time. Enchantments are lengthy processes, but I will alert you.
How long?
Longer than perhaps you like.
Well, that's always the case. But like a month or like 2 days versus 5 minutes, kind of a range.
Not quite a month, but maybe in the realm of weeks, depending on how interesting of an enchantment you'll receive.
Okay.
It.
Andy will get very deflated. I go, okay. Well, we probably won't be at that address. And like jazz hands, but like a little bit sadder words. Can you do sendings?
If there is a forwarding address, you can leave it at the Stravengar estate, and I'll make sure that your items reach you.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Adios. See you never.
Okay.
Oh, did we want to get Wings' message? Shoot. Wait, do we need Wings' message? Should we get maybe an extra one?
Maybe. Should we get extras?
Sure. Wait. Walk back in.
Each of us have one, right?
Yeah.
Well, it might be useful to get an additional one.
Also,
You want to give it to
doesn't it
Terramunda.
using one means it goes towards all of them within range?
Yes.
Mhm.
What if we come across someone who has one of our rings? I'm
Did Ray
thinking
ever
about a
get-
new set
Can I-
altogether.
Wait,
That
did
would
Ray
be
ever get a
hilarious.
message?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah. Open the door again. Hello, it's been never. Do you have links of message?
Not on a stock basis. Those are
Sad.
crafted specially. You have to create the link between all the rings for them to work.
Okay, is that another like weeks to have a situation for happening?
Well, how many rings of message were you looking to have?
2?
A connection
Additional?
between. Oh, you cannot add to a link that is already formed. You'd have to create a new
Right.
one.
Right. Can we just get like 2 new ones? Like together only? Only 2 in one thing?
You could get a link of 2. Such a connection, I'd say, 3 days. Allows me to procure some rings that are viable for the magics and to create the link.
And how much would that cost?
Give me one moment. I had magic prices pulled up yesterday. For the connection of 2 rings, you'd be looking at about 500 gold.
Oh, never mind.
I mean,
Let's stick with the
Thanks
4
for
we have.
okay.
Yeah, I know we're good. Appreciate it though. I'll just look forward to the day I see the enchanted Draco Lich Talon weapons in the distant future. Okay. Now I'll see you never. Adios.
Ciao.
Yep.
So,
Sayonara. God. Okay. That was fun.
yeah.
It would be by the time that Andy and Ray return, there's a visitor that comes to the Strevengar estate. Mumsig has come to your door. Terribly sorry to be barging in at such an hour. I just was, well, you all were quite comfortable with the professor, and I was seeing if perhaps you had known of his whereabouts.
Last time we saw it was with you at Lady Punisher. Have you not
And
seen him
Karavis.
since then?
I have not seen him, no. We were actually meant to have an appointment earlier this day, and he did not show, which was perhaps unlikely. Perhaps then could you make a calling to the Fonser estate to see if perhaps he is taking some leave while he is there?
Yeah, let's go see.
Well, you'll probably perhaps have to go in the morning, as it is evening this time.
Oh. Yes. Evening. Morning. Okay, we will do that in the morning.
Okay. That evening, after Mumsig heads out back to his own stayings within the city, Freesta,
Hello.
there's a knock at your door,
Oh god.
and shuffling in again with a tray of sandwiches is Terminder.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Frista. I got a bit carried away as she looks to the tray of sandwiches in her hands. Do you want a sandwich?
I'd love one. Thank you.
Oh my god, I love it.
I just I noticed something and I didn't know if it was just me noticing it or if someone else noticed it too. So I was gonna ask you anyway, but, well, again, I got carried away. Have you noticed that Ray and Andy are spending a lot of time with each other?
I've noticed. I think it's nice to see the two wizards visiting around.
Yeah, okay, so it wasn't just something that I saw. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Frista looks to the abundance of sandwiches, up to Terramander, back to the sandwiches. Just, would you like to sit down and talk? I think you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, we could talk. And she'll sit down and she'll pick up one of the sandwiches and start nibbling at it. Is there anything that you want to talk about, Frista?
I'm starting to see a correlation between sandwiches and your mental state, and this is a bit worrying.
Oh, yeah, they're just, sometimes you just get in the kitchen and your hands start working, and sandwiches, they're really easy to make, you stack up everything and then bread on top, and I just, I just had a lot of thoughts, and I thought that it was just me kind of noticing things, which happens sometimes, but if some other people are seeing it too, then I shouldn't worry.
Is there a reason you were worried about them?
I don't know if there's a reason. Just, I notice Andy a lot, and I just kind of noticed that recently, whenever I'm looking at Andy, Ray is also there. And it just, kind of sat there in my mind a little.
My last thing that I would want to do is intrude. But is there more to that than noticing two people being around each other? Is there a reason why you noticed it so much?
Well, I mean, just, I'm always noticing Andy. She's very sweet, and, how can you not notice her? And then, of course, I have to make sure that her armor stays safe and, well kept. And she didn't ask me to clean it up, but of course I did. Made sure that it got new buckles and everything. I was just a little worried that maybe there was something that I didn't know about happening, but if other people are seeing Andy and Ray together, then, I'm not worrying over nothing. And it's fine.
Alright. We'll always keep you in the know. We never keep anything from you. If that's anything you're worried about.
She kind of takes a bite of the sandwich, chews silently. You don't have to worry if you did. You know, I'm used to not having all the information. Only what's necessary to know, you know? So if there was something that you had to keep from me, I wouldn't hold it against you.
There's very little reason why someone would have to keep something from their friends. And life isn't all about knowing what you need to know. Sometimes it's fun to know a little extra.
Well, if it's fun, what's a little extra knowledge that you know?
Oh. I don't get the gossip. Damn, no one really does talk to me, do they? Wow. A sudden realization that I don't get any gossip.
Oh, do you want some?
I'm being dramatic over nothing. Don't worry about me.
But
There's nothing extra that comes to my mind at the moment.
I do worry about you, Freesta. You're like my best friend.
Oh. Okay. Lisa just starts eating the sandwich, just really close to tears. That's cool. I never had a best friend before.
Neither did I. I thought Soraneros was my best friend at one point, but you guys have made me see that maybe he wasn't even a friend at all. It's still kind of hard to think of him as not a friend, but you know, I'm working on understanding how friends really are.
It does take a while to learn new relationships and unlearn healthy ones. For all of my life, my only friends were my siblings. And now I'm with a new group who I consider my family and my friends as well. And I won't say it's not weird or difficult, but I do love you all. And I'm really happy to have a best friend. Raise the Phil Starmander and a little hug.
Terramander will hug back.
Oh my god!
It's very awkward. For the longest time, Terramander was not very much a touchy person. But she puts in the effort here.
Lisa just starts munching on another sandwich.
Speaking of sandwiches, Tala and Andy would find whenever you go outside of your room, whether it's in the morning, or sometime in the afternoon or in the middle of the night, you would find that there are sandwiches that are wrapped up in like little like napkins. Ray, you find it too. But there are sandwiches that are left outside of everyone's door. The sandwich platter that Terraminder brought into Freesta's room is not all the sandwiches that Terraminder made. She made a lot of sandwiches.
Aw.
Just imagining like Andy like groggily like in the morning, and then she opens the door and the sandwiches. She goes, "Oh, it was true." The sandwich fairy came. Yeah.
I
That would be a
imagine,
very Andy thing.
like, Andy coming in the morning talking about sandwich fairies at breakfast.
Right, yeah. Did you have that dream too? It's wild. It was great though. And there were crumbs on my chin in the morning. It was weird.
Were they tasty?
Yeah, they were very yummy.
Yeah.
Wait, did Ray not get the sandwich outside her door?
Ray got the sandwiches outside her door as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just making sure with Andy that they were tasty.
Wait, did you guys get sandwiches?
Yes.
They're really
Oh.
good.
Well, it wasn't a dream. Wait, who was giving us sandwiches? Do we know? Was it a mystery?
It's a mystery.
I
Only
imagine Festa has a drink on her right now and just does like a really overt slurping sound.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
only people that I know would have done this would be Frista or Terramender.
All eyes to Terramender.
I was
Ter-
in my room and Taramanda was with me. She has an alibi.
Terraminder's face is beet red.
Yeah, no.
She's looking
No
in
way.
her lap. No eye
Andy
contact
was
with
very
anyone.
Yeah. She goes, oh, okay, well, I guess we got a sandwich fairy. Well, it was very nice. Sandwich fairy, thanks. We enjoyed the sandwiches a lot.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad that you enjoyed them. You know, I think I'm gonna go out and start doing something, and she just like bolts.
Stay safe!
Now I feel a little bad. But,
SMH, look what you did.
I mean, they were yummy. I'm not,
They were.
not lying.
And I try to subtly go out after Terramender.
I'm pretty sure since this is happening at the breakfast table, it's not going to be a very subtle. You have to roll like some sort of like performance or deception to.
Or just be like, gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, look at the time! Wow. Gotta go to the temple and save my stuff.
Hold on, I have to be a menace in Twitch chat.
Do you though? Why? It's all Brent's fault. Typical.
So, if Tala wants to follow after Terraminder, you can easily do so, but the difficulty is if you want to try and make that subtle.
Well, Terra thinks it's subtle, and she has a performance of 16.
So, I will say, anyone with a passive insight of 16 or higher, can see beyond that.
No.
Now it's Andy's
Wait,
turn
am I
to
the
make
only
the slurp.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun, Tala. Have lots of what's the word I'm looking for? Like invigorating conversations. Insightful conversations.
Insightful
what do you have to
conversations.
Just going to have to check on my plane.
Yep. Have lots of fun, interesting conversations with your plants that are in the opposite direction.
That's understandable.
I mean, it could be making a trip, you know. In between.
Yes, like a just
You're
a
totally
nice
right.
little walk around the outside.
Yeah, like a little circle round.
Exactly. You
Do I
didn't
get to-
think
do I-
too much, Andy.
Do I find Terramender?
Oh yeah, Terraminder, like,
Okay.
she didn't even like really actually go anywhere. She's just outside of the range of the room and like back against the wall, hands and face.
Are you
no.
okay?
Yeah, I was overthinking things yesterday, and I made a lot of sandwiches, and people were complimenting me on the sandwiches, and I really don't know how to take it.
Oh, well, think of it as like you making us breakfast each morning. We thank you for breakfast each morning. Do you get overwhelmed with that?
Well, no, because I'm doing that with Friesta, and you guys are thanking both of us, but this was just. I was thinking so many thoughts, and I couldn't not do anything, and so I made sandwiches, and Friesta says that apparently there's a connection between my thoughts and sandwiches, and I don't know.
Oh, well, I didn't think anything of it except for saying, thank you for making sandwiches. None of the stuff that you were just worried about. But otherwise, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just. I really wish I could make more sandwiches right now. But if I go back in there and the kitchen's like right next to everything, and everyone would know that I'm making sandwiches, and they'd know that I
Yep.
make sandwiches when I'm worried.
Okay, come with me. Come with me. And can I lead her over to the greenhouse?
Sure. Do you take the long way around, or do you go through the dining room to get to the greenhouse?
No, I go the long way.
Okay.
Face the music.
I take out a large bowl of some sort and then mix different kind of soil. And I go, okay, can you do me a favor with your hands, bare hands? Go ahead and put your hands in there and just mix them up for me.
Okay. She'll do it.
Okay. How do you feel?
I mean... Fucking Brent, sorry.
Like I said, it's all Brent's fault. It's always Brent's fault.
I really want to make that as a subclass.
Sandwich artificer.
Sandwich
Do it.
artificer, yeah. Oh.
I want to play it so bad.
Let me make a note here real quick. Oh.
Do it faster. Jeez.
It's weird. I feel the soil's squishy.
Yeah. Well, don't think about it. It just.
Well, you asked
Anyway, I'm
me.
sorry. Yes. No, it's okay. And I start just not saying anything. I just start breathing in deep, like bit loud so she can hear me. In and out. Hoping that she'll start like unconsciously copying me breathing. Are
Huh?
you glad to be back home?
I mean, I don't really know if I have a home.
You don't consider this your home?
She gives a shrug. I mean, you guys are my friends, and I care about you all, and this is safe. But you know, it's strange. I don't know if there's a home for me. I don't know if I deserve one. I know what you guys say, of course, but I just... And she shrugs again, letting the conversation fall.
What did you do that was so bad?
I was Soranaros' right hand. I saved him. I gave my own arm for him, and I did whatever he needed me to do.
And?
And you saw him. He's a bad guy. And if I did all that I did to make sure that he was okay, then doesn't that make me bad too?
Oh. Question. Ray, we just found out that Ray had caused an explosion that blew up a ship and hurt people. Do you think she's bad? I mean, she went to prison after all.
Charmander shrugs
And Freesta is right now on probation, and she has to do community service because she lied and told people that who she wasn't, and then caused trouble for Captain Aldrich. Do you think she's bad?
she's a hero.
Right.
I mean, you can do bad things and still be a hero, but you know, that's why you guys are heroes. Yeah.
And you don't include yourself within that?
No. I'm
Well,
not a
you did-
hero.
You may have done bad things, but were you not with us when we went ahead and fighting all these people to save the realm
But I didn't.
and save the town? You were there with us.
But I don't do heroic things. I'm just me.
Well, I'm just me too, and I don't do heroic things. You know what I do? I panic and I try to heal my friends.
And that's heroic. You heal people. I just tinker and make
And help us.
sandwiches.
And help us. Well, I don't want to force you to think about this in one way or another, but will you at least think on it? I'm just a regular person too. I grew up in woods and forests. But I'm here because I want to do good. Do you want to do good? I think Freestyle wants to do good and Andy wants to do good. So I don't think of myself as heroes, and I don't know if you ask Freestyle and Andy, I wonder if they think they're heroes. I think we're just people trying to do good things. But just think on it. Because yes, we're family, but I'm beginning to think of this group, including you, as family. My family, my found family. And I consider this home because that's where my family is. Just think on it.
As the two
And
of
no
you,
matter, go ahead.
as the two of you kind of have this moment and it gets quiet in the greenhouse as the work continues, we do have to take our next ad break here. So, stick around with us. We'll pick up with our story here just after our ads. But if you want to directly, you can always watch the ads. They really help us out. But if you want to directly support us, you can do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen and in our chat room. They unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. Those perks include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, lots of fun things. So, stick tight. We'll see you guys very soon.
Accident.
Just had to do it, didn't you?
Yes.
Now, today was going to be you all heading to the Fonseer estate after, but it seemed that sandwiches perhaps may have complicated some things. So, what do you do? Do you head to the Fawn
I mean,
estate?
yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Andy will take some sandwiches to go and actually she probably ate all of hers already. That's fine.
I'm pretty sure
I
that
just
there's
slowly
still more.
hand a sandwich too.
Great. Okay, she'll take some to go, hoping to see Taraminder on the way and like shove some in her face when she sees her.
Okay. Uh. With a 1 on a D100, yeah, you can pass by Terraminder. And as Andy like just consumes the sandwich in front of Terraminder, her face just goes beet red again.
Ah, thanks, Taraminder. Keep walking like the terror I am.
Anyone who watches just sees where like Terraminder's eyes follow Andy. Still like full red flush. They're like cucumber sandwiches, like little club tea sandwiches type deal. Very refreshing.
I see that, and I kind of look at it wistfully, and then just shake my head and concentrate on what else is going on.
Good thing that you're heading out to the Fonserra estate.
Yes.
As you arrive, you can easily get on to the property and into Cariante's laboratory, where you see Kari is present as well as Karavis, but no Zephyriel.
Cool. So y'all haven't seen Zephyr?
I've not seen him in a few days. No. Why? Has something happened?
Mumzig had an appointment that he missed. Is that what we were told?
I think so, yes. They were meant to meet and he never showed.
Yeah.
Oh, that is, I had quite the similar situation with myself. He's been assisting here in the laboratory and he hasn't shown. I've been doing some looking into the situation, but I've not been trying to pry too much, but I've not seen him in days.
When was the last time you saw him?
When you all had come back and we were working together, that was the last time that we had seen each other.
Wow, that was a while ago. Wasn't it? That was like 4 days? 5 days?
Almost a week, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it wasn't concerning to you?
It is concerning, but you must see that I am attending to work here, and I haven't been able to find him in any of the places that I've been looking. And as Karavis says this, you hear footsteps and Zephyriel's voice, because you haven't been looking in the right places.
Hello!
Oh, there he is. Great.
Anyone who has a passive insight of 14 or higher, Karavish is speechless. His mouth kind of hangs open agape. Well, I I see that you don't quite see, do you? None of us do at this current moment, I should say. And Zephyriel snaps his fingers, and the illusion around Karavis breaks.
Oh.
You watch as claws begin to form on Karavis, and he becomes fiendish right in front of your eyes. And there is a resigned breath as it's revealed what his true nature is. There's a moment where his eyes dart to Carianthe nearby, who is also wide-eyed, speechless here, staring at Karavis' form. And then to you all. His lips curl back, sneering, showing the sharpened devilish teeth. And he lunges for you.
Oh,
We're gonna roll initiatives.
hell yes.
Yay! Hey, we can try out new stuff.
You can.
Yay!
Oh,
Is that my
yay!
first roll of this session so far?
Yeah.
It's my first roll of the session and it's 15 minutes till we finish.
This is
Also,
like
flesh dice never fail me.
I hate that for you.
I know you do, and I love that for me.
Krista, you couldn't have gotten like a 14 or an 18.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
I could
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
Jeez.
I wanted to go first, but not like this.
Overachieving as always.
What the? Anna! I invited you to this game.
Damn. Allegiances change quick.
Yeah. True colors are shown.
Gotta follow the crowd, man.
Damn. Frisa, you are the first to act here. Karavish, this fiend, as he's been truly revealed, is lunging for you. What are you doing?
Oh boy. How far away is he from me?
We'll say 15 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just step back a nice little 5 feet. Bonus action, I'll activate my Crimson Right on my longbow. We will go for Right of the Storm for funsies. Just a 1 point damage. And I'll take 2 shots at him. Oh god, flesh dice failed me. 13?
A 13 does not hit Karavis.
God damn it. How about a 23
That will hit Karavis.
for 8 points of piercing damage and 3 points of lightning?
Okay. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Andy, it is your turn.
Great. You said how far was he?
15 feet.
15 feet. Can I get a wisdom save from him?
Sure.
Great.
That is a 16.
Great, he fails. I'm doing detect thoughts.
Okay. What thoughts are you wanting to search for?
Great. I want to know who he is and why he's there.
You see that he, in his thoughts, as you search for the answers to these questions, he claims his identity as Karavis as much as his own, but you can see a fiendish heritage and deals in his past. And the reason why he is here is the recreation of the Salvation Key. That has intrigued him greatly.
Seems to be working alone.
Well, potentially. That's just the information you get from the thoughts here.
Okay. Let's see here. We'll give a bardic to Freesta. You can hit him.
I'm trying.
With that, it is going to be Ray's turn afterwards.
Fun. I'll do a firebolt on him, I suppose.
Sure. So, an interesting thing.
Oh god.
As your firebolt strikes, it does seem that he is resistant to your fire damage. So he doesn't take as much as you had hoped.
Fun. I think that's it for me.
Alright. Then, Tala, we come to your go.
Guiding bolt, first level.
Go for it.
That is 22 to hit
Yeah.
for 15 points of radiant damage, and he's glowing.
As
And that would be my turn.
Tala, you create this glow. Beside you, Cariante stands, and in her hands, her sword appears, glowing, lit with radiant fires. There is a steeliness in her eyes as she takes up arms against this fiend that seems to have betrayed her. And she's got advantage on this attack roll. Unfortunately, that was not a crit, but it still hits. So, and she swings her blade with two hands. Doesn't do quite as much damage as she had hoped, but it's enough. And Kravis snarls and tries to push away from Cariante to get close to, of course, you all. He will risk the attack of opportunity to go for Andy. Kari will take the attack of opportunity. But unfortunately, her attack misses. And then Andy.
Yeah.
2 claw attacks are coming towards you.
Great. Schmuck.
The first is a 16 to hit.
Oh, meets it beats it.
Or
Little fish is not enough.
that'll be 4 points of slashing damage, and
Death. What?
that's gonna be 11 points of fire.
Love that.
And then you need to make a Constitution save for your concentration.
He passes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then his second attack. That is going to be a 23.
Yep.
For 4 points of slashing and 4 points of fire. So another on save, you need to beat
Yeah.
a 10.
Okay, I have inspiration if I need it, which I do. Shit. Okay, it's gone.
So unfortunately, not only do you no longer have inspiration, but your detect thoughts is gone as well.
I'm sad.
And Shrista, it is your turn.
Great. I'll go for a nice little ray of frost. Maybe. Oh, 28 to hit.
A 28 will hit for sure.
Great. That is 8 points of cold damage. Does he take it as I think he should?
He seems resistant to cold as well.
It's fine. On my longbow, I have lightning. Bonus action, I'll take a shot. Maybe 14.
14.
You have Bardic.
You
I
have
do
a
have
bardic.
Bardic. Is it a D8?
8. Yeah.
Hell yes. 17.
17 will hit. Roll damage.
Yay.
Great. Awesome. 6 points of piercing damage. And 3 points lightning.
Alright, Kravis is starting to look a little hurt here.
That's my turn.
Andy, it's your go. He's right in front of you.
I snarl in a tone. Yeah, I know. He's schmuck. Big meanie. Fine. I won't not kill you. I think we're just gonna do a. Yeah, we'll just take out my magic rapiers and slash at him. No one else. Everyone else was ranged, right? No, Kari's though.
Yeah, Kari's in melee with you.
Okay, I would like to flank with Kari.
Oh no, Kari went up to melee and he left her.
Yeah.
But that first roll's a natural 1 and you're a halfling.
Yeah, but if the second roll's my reroll,
I'll be nice and I'll let you reroll because I did let it slip
Okay.
that Kari was there first. So
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, so that's that. We'll do defensive flourish. So he gets an extra D8. It sucks. 2 to him, 2 to my AC. Okay, so that was a total of 12 damage on that hit. Okay, second hit. Attack. Oh my lord. No. Holy.
oh no!
Just be sad. Let's see. Bardic to Kai. Kai.
Okay,
Is 8 the new 7?
apparently so.
Well, I can't get less than 8, so I guess yeah. I've got close. I tried to get a 7.
Ray, it's your turn after that display.
Uh-huh.
My
I
performance
probably
was great.
won't do much better. I'll just... For now, I'll just do Mage Armor, because I have no... I don't know. Yeah, I'll just do Mage Armor for now.
Okay.
How far is he from everybody? Or just me
Currently,
in general?
currently he'd be probably about 5 feet from you because he ran up to be within melee of Andy. So he
Great.
got close to your group.
Is there a way that I can go back like my full distance?
Yeah, he's not in
30?
melee of you, so like there's like 5 feet between the two of you. So like, yeah, you can
Okay.
move back around in the laboratory here to get some distance.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So as you cast Mage Armor and move away to safety, Tala, we come to your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and do another first level guiding bolt. That is 28 to hit. For a total of 16 points of radiant damage and end of turn.
Alrighty, and he is glowing, meaning next the attack is going to be at advantage, and next attack is Cariante, who will close a flank with Andy,
Great.
burning with Divine Fury. She is going to take a hit, hell yeah, and does slightly better, more damage this time. Meaning Karavis is just barely hanging in there. As it's his turn, and he's going to again try and as he snarls, try and tear down Andy. The first attack misses with a 9.
Schmuck.
Second is another 23.
Misses? Yeah, it's.
That will be...
Well, here, no, I'll do silvery barbs. Sorry.
yeah, no, that's fine.
You schmuck. I felt sorry for you, and yet you're just evil, and no one likes you. Advantage myself.
That will be a natural 1. So,
Soft skin, this guy.
hell yeah. With that, it is now Rista, your turn.
Cool. I'll go for an Eldritch Blast. Why is it always 2s? 28. For 9 points of force damage. And then bonus section will take an attack with my longbow. But a
For
natural 20.
mechanics, you need to roll this at disadvantage because his body's hitting the ground. Your
Damn
Eldritch
it.
Blast, your Eldritch Blast killed him. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, fine. A 30.
Yeah. So, as your Eldritch Blast strikes out and you're following it up with the arrow from your bow, there is a pinning to the ground, and then his form begins to melt away as he is a creature of the hells, and you have only killed him on Veil de Mortalis. But you are no longer bound by initiative.
Schmuck.
In the aftermath, Cariante breathing heavily, sword still aflame at her side. Well, we'll have to unpack all of this in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I will see all of you in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildewitch.com, check us out there, join us in our Discord to jump in a game yourself, keep up to date with all of our announcements, and yeah, if you want to keep following our live streams, follow us here on Twitch. If you want to catch our VODs, those are over on YouTube, and as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.
Subway sandwich.